Well, that's a real
Let's see if I
shame.
can.
It's okay, it's in the audio settings. And for all those
5
on Twitch and
seconds
YouTube,
remaining.
hello everybody and welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League
Radiant
Season
team
16.
back.
Don't believe that ticket, it lies.
Dire team
Today,
back.
we're looking at a
Radiant
season
team
where all the
back.
teams just have generic names that don't have a theme.
And every team makes playoffs, so the regular season's pointless.
Also
Dire
true.
team back.
So we'll just be referring to all the teams by player names this season. This time we're looking at Reedy team taking on the Hollywood lineup. And with me here today, we've got the Doctor of Dota, Randy.
Hello.
And we've got the Wizard of Dota, Wizard.
I
Yeah, last time you were with us, Wizard,
10 seconds
Dragon's
remaining.
weird friend convinced me to play Tidehunter, and I wish I didn't
Dire
listen to him.
team pick.
really. It's been a long time.
That's true. First
And
pick
we-
on dying.
This,
Speaking of
this
it's been a
first
long
round
time.
has been really fast. Like
Yeah, rapid firing.
they really knew what they wanted to ban, and
10
most of the
seconds
bans
remaining.
make sense to me, except for the Night Stalker one.
Dire
It's a
team
little
pick.
weird.
Yeah, Night Stalker's pretty bad right now, but I think they're just trying to clear out all the Princess heroes, because Princess is definitely going to be the star player on this lineup. Hollywood starting off with an instant techies pick, because why not?
I mean, that hero is crazy strong right now. I
10
respect it.
seconds remaining.
Probably one of the best heroes
5
you can
seconds
pick.
remaining.
Like that and like Spirit Breaker,
Radiant
like the
team
best sports games.
There's
Slardar, not so much though. Not one of the best heroes we can pick.
So we have like a gentleman's agreement not to pick Dusa this season because it didn't
I hope
get
so.
banned.
If I could
think
see,
it's-
if I could see it 0 times this season, I would not even
10
be mad.
seconds remaining.
It's fallen a little bit out of vogue in favor of like the
5
Wind Rangers and the
seconds remaining.
Magnuses, but I mean, those are both banned, so maybe.
Yeah.
That's true.
Not only are they
Still
both
getting
banned,
overpowered by those universal heroes, you know? What can you do?
even with those guys, in the higher tier meta, Medusa still holds a very, very, very strong monopoly at the tiers at which LD2L is played. In that 4K
Mhm.
and under range, she still has like an astounding 57% win rate or something nuts like that.
Except when I play it.
Yeah, then it has a 0%. You're the reason she's not over 60 globally.
I think I have like a
Sure.
30% win rate for like 10
Drow
games.
Ranger.
Oh, speaking of Pause 1 picks, picking our Pause
First-
1.
First
arena
phasing
winner.
draw, interesting.
Yeah,
It
that's
is
a great move.
interesting. They have like the opportunity to insta ban some things, and I will say Drow and Dying is like a pretty nasty lane.
Dire
I
team
still don't think
back.
it's a good pick, but like this is one of the better scenarios for it at least.
Okay, so you ban the spec, which is her worst Fuzz 1 matchup.
Yep.
Probably.
This is a good position to pick a riskier pick, though I do think Drow needs even more security
10
perhaps than
seconds
this,
remaining.
honestly.
I agree.
I think maybe the play is just to
5
do the next
seconds
ban
remaining.
round and wait out at least one more pick before you pick it up. Maybe even do it last round since your first pick on this lineup anyway, right?
I mean,
The mid's
if you're
going to be
playing
kinda
Drow,
good anyway.
if you're playing Drow, you kind of like teams that can't really go on you safely, right? And you have like a Techies and a Slardar, and those are two heroes that make it very easy to go on you. I don't know.
Yeah, the
It's
Slardar,
if you Drow game.
Slardar less than the techies. The techies can be very nasty because, if Slardar gets zoned in lane, and let's just be real, Slardar lanes
Dire
terribly in a
team
Drow.
back.
Then there's going to be a minute
Yeah.
before you can actually just fall on your head. But Techies is going to be able to fall on your head basically from the moment he's born. That's a much more pressing issue. You can sit on the Slardar to a pretty good degree, but that is not something you can sit on. Slark also getting knocked out here.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Slardar will have a hard time. I'd like to see him just like
5 seconds
I
remaining.
don't know what he's gonna do. I think you should get Mask of Madness. I don't know if it's good, but I think that I want to see it. I think it'd be fun.
Radiant team back.
OD is going to be OUT of HERE. OD ban, huh? I don't think that's something you would just kind of do normally. They're probably thinking about
No.
something banning that.
10
Yeah,
seconds
I don't
remaining.
know what exactly, but I mean, Odie's really annoying
5
here, like
seconds
cheese,
remaining.
but
I guess at the very least they're thinking about, you know, the OD saves on Drow Ranger in hairy situations. J-Bay is known to play it. I don't know if it's quite good enough to ban just on that merit alone. I think it's a very counterable hero, but I think they're thinking
troll or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Team ban.
it's a troll hero that's going to be wanting to. I mean, trolling a Drow's pretty bad though. I hope they don't do that.
I'd say Legion, but they already have Slardar, so it's like...
Well, hey, crazy people are doing Legion Min. There is a looter on that team.
Yeah, I think Legion's really good. I think you could actually run Legion 1, 2, or 3 if you want to.
I know
I don't think
Legion
it's
1 in
bad.
particular has been picking up win rate in the last couple of weeks.
And
Interesting.
it deals with the Drow, like...
They banned out the Dawnbreaker there, I guess because they didn't want to ban out the Neeks and Picket themselves. Very interesting, because I think last season we saw a lot of very strong performances from Looter on that hero.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I guess I see that. I mean, protects Drow. It's like
Yeah.
Veno, which is just a meta hero, and 2 heroes that protect Drow for the bans. But it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, Kitty's talking about the matchups there. And yeah, like, you know, the thing I was saying about Slardar, you can sit on him, but he is, like, eventually he's going to get that Blink Dagger, and then it's going to suck. Techies is going to suck all the time, though. You know, the BKB is going to come out,
Yeah.
but, like, there's no way that you're going to get BKB before Slardar gets Blink Dagger, even if you're playing awesome. Like, you know, you're gonna be
Radiant team pick.
facing one or the other, which is a little nasty. Pugna coming out here.
Pugna.
Mm,
That's worrisome for Drow, actually.
it's annoying.
It's
It's sort of
like a
anti-synergy with the
shot, right?
Slardar. I think the Drow has to be...
10 seconds.
The Undying has to do a good job of, like, pulling and stuff. If the lane is, like, near the tower,
5 seconds.
Slardar Techies will just kill Drow every time. I don't think she can,
Yeah.
like...
Yeah. Well, August is going to be able to really mess with the Slardar part of the equation. Having good sight on the techies, knowing where he is, basically, at most times, is going to be very important to surviving that lane. If you broadly know where he is and when to expect him, then it's not the worst thing in the world. If you don't, then you're in a lot of pain, and somebody's not
it's a
going
course
to support
breaker.
here, yeah.
I would imagine.
Yeah, probably offlane Spirit Breaker. I mean, it's good.
10 seconds
One of the
remaining.
best heroes at the moment. In the whole game.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm not so sure about this Sekiro though. I guess it's good versus Slardar.
It's also a good way to punish the Pugna. Both stop his suck, and it's a good way to just melt him if he decides to decrep himself.
Yeah, it's true. Sekiro kind of always has a good place in LE2L also, just as a hero that like clears the extra waves and that kind of stuff.
He's good at managing your ways. He's good on a push, which is something that not a lot of supports can really say. Which is why I don't think
Yeah.
he's ever going to be 100% out of the meta. Like, there's always going to be at least a small part of a push lineup for Jakiro.
You know who can say it? Pugna
It's true.
and Techies.
Hey, you
I don't know.
support Pugna?
Yeah, I was going to say I don't know necessarily if
Probably
it's
not
going to be a
support
support
Pugna,
Pugna.
yeah.
Radiant team
Yeah, it
back.
could be mid.
Fantastic.
I actually would really like if it was support Pugna. I'm not gonna lie. I think
P8
that's
coming up
pretty
here.
good.
So P is the one that you pick against Shro to
Yeah.
blink on her.
Yeah, outside of some like Undying early game is going to be really, really nasty to the PA. You know, if in those gets caught in the jungle type situations. That's really it. It's really the only big pain that PA kind of has in this game. Spirit Breaker can be annoying on his own, but he's going to really struggle to do anything more than annoy, and it's a pretty bad Drow matchup for Drow.
10
I think
seconds
Right
remaining.
now, they need Spirit Breaker and Jakiro to combine to kill PA. I don't think they
5
kill him.
seconds remaining.
It's like hard
Yeah.
to kill her.
Radiant team back.
You're going to need
Drow-
the SP and
the
Jakiro, and even
ult-
that's going to only work for a certain amount of time in this
Dire
game.
team back.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a time when Drow is kind of good versus PA, actually, like the first, like, or like the mid game, but once PA gets a couple items, it's really hard for Drow. Basically, once PA gets BKB,
10 seconds
Drow's
remaining.
just like,
Yeah,
Nice.
Drow stops being a thing.
5 seconds.
Which is kind
Yeah.
of bad considering the Reedy lineup doesn't
Radiant
really have anybody
team
else who
pick.
scales yet.
too bad once you're neck. It seems like they do kind of think the Pugna support based on the bans. And on the other side, they ban bad and Pangaloo. I
10
like those
seconds
bans.
remaining.
Like, Draw just wants a ton of heroes that go in, and she already has them dying as
5
Breaker.
seconds remaining.
Pangaloo would have been another good option for that. Also, the PA would have got wrecked by bad and lane. Although, if you put bad, then you, against PA, you have to put Spirit Breaker mid.
Yeah, you would have to send Bat mid. That would be a good way to just take care of the PA, just make it a very unfair encounter for PA that, you know, even with the advantage over Drow is not going to mean anything.
I'm curious to see what the last pick will be. I think gonna have to reveal where the Spirit Breaker is going. It's probably gonna be a mid pick
Dire
here.
team pick.
Probably, yep. And it is a Spirit. I did figure it was likely going to be one of these Spirit-type heroes, so I do gotta say, I don't know if I'm as big of a fan of Void Spirit as I was some of the others in this particular lineup. The Silence is going to be really nice once you get the Ags. You know, not that people seem to be really liking to do that recently, but Silence is going to be very nice if you pick up that Ags, so there's that. And the ability to mess with Pugna is going to be very nice. Dodging the PA stuff. Ember would have been really cool here, though, I think. At least so far. Just
I
in the...
feel like Ember gets blown up by PA a lot easier than Void does.
I think they're fairly similar as far as their blow-up ability goes. What the difference is that Ember could potentially like do things to PA. I don't think Void Spirit is something PA is outside of fairly early on ever really all that afraid
You may
of.
now select your heroes.
And
I
Tiny
think
is coming.
they both kind of just get like a tempo to the game, so like it would work. I like Void Spirit though. I think that it gives them what they need. Another hero that jumps in, adds tempo. I do think the Reedy team needs to play faster, but I like their lineup more. Like early on, it's gonna be really strong, but it's hard. Like I think scaling wise, the Hollywood team will do better, but
Yeah, it's
gonna be
they're
can
gonna
they
have
survive
to
that long?
they're gonna have to go really fast on the Reedy lineup. The Void Spirit, maybe it's just me, but the Void Spirit in particular, this hero, has not been impressing me terribly much lately. I've just seen a lot of matches where Void Spirits just are doing like 10 damage every fight after the first couple of minutes, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
Feels like he falls
I
off
think-
kind of fast right now, and against a Tiny who's going to be able to just squish you, against PA who's going to be able to blow you up, he's got to go fast. He's going to carry that damage for a while. He's going to be the scariest hero in this game for a long time, but he's going to have to really capitalize very effectively on that to keep that going.
I think Void Spirit's very strong right now. I think, maybe there are just too many people picking it who don't know how to play it. That might make it seem worse than it is, but I think in capable hands, it's actually a very, very strong hero
Yeah, maybe that's...
since the patch.
Perhaps that's it. Congrats on playoffs.
It was very nice. I knew that was going. Yeah, this physical damage Void Spirit build is really nice to see. Like
Yeah, you can scale
it's
them.
yeah, for sure.
Well, I suppose we'll see how that turns out here. Assuming he does that anyway. We'll see how
I
that
believe in
turns out.
J-Bay. On Void Spirit, I think he carry his team.
Last season, we saw some scenarios with J-Bay, in particular, that put a little bit of a sweat on me. Very infamously, the first game of the lineup, where he gets Mondo fed on the Bloodseeker and then just kind of throws away all of his
30
momentum
seconds to battle.
very quickly. He's definitely going to have to play, like, not that. You know, he's definitely not going to be able to mess around in this game. He's going to have to play this very seriously. Now, is he going to play this game very seriously? Certainly a very strong possibility. He's playing against US Danny and he wants him to lose.
Danny missed the ward mid. Oh, Bloodwood's
We're all here.
He's dead.
Yep.
Stepped up a little too far on the high ground there.
Yep. Techie just goes down as soon as humanly possible. Sadly, Jakiro gets that first blood, but, I mean, it's still first blood equal rune share, so you still win at the end of the day. It's still better than the alternative. Would have been really nice for Drow to pick that up.
What's Jakiro gonna do with the first blood money? I'm curious about. Looks like he's just gonna rush boots. It's respectable, I guess. I think I would want to buy like all the mangoes.
Yeah, there you go. You gotta go greedier. This is Wizard officially telling you to go greedier. If you don't, you're gonna be on this season's 5 Flames. Anyway, it's now time for the absolute most important part of this entire cast, the roll call. So, for the Reedy lineup, Pause 1, captain of the team, Drow Ranger, getting hit by techies a lot. You've got Reedy. Pause 2, here at mid on the Void Spirit, you've got J-Bay. Pause 3, you've got Giraffe playing the Pause 3 Spear Breaker. You don't see that all too much these days. Pause 4, you've got Mr. 305, Sabo, who's sponsored by Hi, on the Jakiro. And Pause 5, you've got a Yellow Crayon, who, after being told, after asking when this season was for several weeks in a row, has finally found his way into it on the Undying. On the Hollywood lineup, Pause 1, you've got Princess. I thought he was going to be Pause 3 on this lineup. Maybe if Danny's not here, who knows. Pause 1, you've got Princess playing PA. Pause 2, you've got Looter, still flying his LL colors here on the Tiny. Pause 3, you've got Majwani on the Slardar. Pause 4, you've got Hollywood on the captain of the team, by the way, on the Techies. And Pause 5, you got US Danny on the Pugna.
Yeah, this mid is going extremely well for Void Spirit, I would say so far.
Techies dead again.
Many
He's dead
graves
again.
hidden in these woods.
I don't think that's supposed to happen. But Undying's like I said, the Undying. This is why you pick the Undying Drow lane. Like you can pick Drow this early if you don't Undying, because it's just an insanely strong lane. These two.
Yeah, Majwani is both a fairly low MMR player and not a regular 3. So the scenario I was talking about earlier, where Slardar is likely to be playing from behind for a good bit of this, is sort of likely to be the scenario. You still definitely have the techies to worry about, but...
It's an Undying lane, right? It's like...
They're going on the Drow. He's not gonna.
Yeah, not even
my-
close. Not even
Unfortunately.
close
Getting a
double
double
kill on the Drow Ranger.
Now that
Or
you
they actually split the kills.
I
But
find it easy to
You kind of
respect
expect this against an Undying lane, like always, right? You expect to not win that lane, I feel like.
Yeah. I don't think you necessarily expect to lose this lane quite that hard, though. Techies, in particular, is going to have to take the walk of shame on his slow little guy all the way back to lane.
oh yeah, they played a little too aggressive.
Yeah. Hollywood was saying that all cap stuff out loud. He ended up paying for it.
This lane's volatile though. Like even though they fed, they can still kill Drow. Like
Yeah,
You know,
potentially. It's just going to be very tough to do that with the Undying keeping guard. Notably, while this has been happening, though, Tiny has, for the most part, been closing the gap at mid. He's now nearly... Oh,
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Top lane.
yep,
Dagger.
Jakiro eats a
Yeah,
dagger,
they'll
goes
trace the
down.
board. Maybe if Danny goes down as well. He's faster than Spirit Breaker though. He should be fine.
For a Spirit
Charge.
Breaker.
We got charge.
Oof.
Oh, we got him in the end. Can take a lot of
Nice
damage.
play, actually. He charged Prince. He couldn't see.
Holy crap!
Meanwhile,
They fed
That's
bottom
bad looking.
again.
I'm trying to appreciate this SB player where you can't see Danny, so he charges through him on Princess, and that happens.
Yep.
That's
Insane.
pretty sick.
It's a good turn. It's a good turn of events there. Spirit Breaker has picked up his Ring
Dire's
of Health.
bottom tower is under attack.
Giraffe, I've seen this guy a few times, and I've always been pretty impressed. He's a
He
good player.
used to be the Beatus.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot of people still don't know that, but Giraffe is the guy who used to play here as the Beatus. So, if you didn't know that, PSA.
Oh, this Slardar's super mega sad. He's getting his levels at least.
Kitty watching the Hollywood First Blood said all is right with the world.
That's
You got some
not
kitty
kidding, but
Oh, you're right, never mind. They just had the same names, or same colors, I got confused. Very sad. Does that sound racist? I promise I'm not racist. US Danny diffusing the situation up at top. It's gonna give Princess. Uh oh.
he's getting charged anyway.
He's dead.
Okay.
Very
Alrighty.
ballsy play coming out of Giraffe here. Danny actually now
Danny
in a hot
could
spot here, yeah.
Definitely die. I think he's dead.
Radiant's turret has been killed.
Okay,
How
both of
unfortunate.
the off lanes here, kind of rocking and rolling all of a sudden.
Pretty unfortunate that these creeps were here, because it gives Giraffe vision.
Dire's top tower
Unlucky.
is under attack.
Is it unlucky? Or is it these two specifically putting this lane into such a position where that's the case?
True,
Yeah.
true. Could be.
I mean,
just
it's
high
probably
speed.
what's happening there, huh? Okay. Okay, Undying is not close to this, but
This
Trail
Trail's just
still just
sitting
killed
here.
everybody.
What
Oh my
is
God.
happening in this lane? This shouldn't be allowed, I feel like.
Oh dear.
This is
Well,
worse than it's supposed to go. It's not supposed to be good, but it's not supposed to be this bad.
no.
You go
yeah.
on a Drow with 2 stuns and she kills both of you at half health?
Yeah, it kills both of you at half health. Support is not there until you're already both dead.
Yeah, but next time, they're gonna kill her. Watch this.
True. Next time, guys. Next time,
Oh,
guys.
No. He's in trouble. He's gotta wait for Techies to show up. Techies is not coming. They gave up. I think they should give up. Look, Charles got like half health. They got half her health on the first go. They just go on her one more time, and she actually dies.
There you
The other
go.
half, yeah, exactly.
The other half.
Looter, I mentioned in my pre-season content that Looter was likely going to find himself in the position. Okay, Techies is intervened at top.
He's very dead.
US Danny got killed by a neutral creep.
Oh,
Okay, that nice one.
skilled player.
There you go. That's why I put him on Bean 10, baby. Giraffe with the
Just
slowest charge of the world. Decided
Unfortunate.
NVM.
Unlucky. He had to make up for the
Dire's
sick
bottom
charge
tower
earlier
has
by
fallen.
doing that, I guess.
Starter better get that thing.
Dire's
You ever
bottom
played
tower
Spirit
is under
Breaker and been
attack.
charging and then got hit by Venomous Gale?
No, but I imagine it's you go
We-
comically slow.
It is the saddest thing
Radiant's top
I've
tower
ever
is
seen in my
under
life.
attack.
The if you recall my pre-season content, I talked about who I thought. Okay,
Been going on again.
I thought Princess was just going to get eaten over here.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Alive, actually.
It's DP out though.
Okay.
That's like
Very nice.
that's not much better than dying, honestly.
Yeah, true.
It's better, but it's not.
yeah. Techies is going to distract these guys up here. Make sure they don't get anything more until Undying just shows up and kills them. NVM, holy crap, this Undying!
I think they
Cran.
lost every lane. It's kind of unfortunate.
See mid kind of tied up for the most part.
Dire's
Looter
top
is
tower
behind
is under
a
attack.
few last hits and denies, but not by like a crazy amount. It's
yeah, I think
stalemate favor of Void Spirit on that front.
That's true.
JB has like 2 waves on him. 1 wave worth of last hits and 1 wave worth
This
of
is
denies.
dead.
Or like several
This is-
waves worth of denies actually. So
It's
I
like
think
super bad for this BA. He's losing so much momentum right now with all these rotations.
Tiny did come in, get himself a nice little kill here for his troubles.
The thing is, like, you TP away and then you walk back and then you die. Like, how much time do you just lose? It's
a lot.
very, very sad.
I'd like to point out that despite, Looter, you mentioned, or not Looter, you're not Looter, sorry. Wizard, you did mention that he did have that deny gap, but it is interesting to note that Looter is actually Well, especially after that, he is about still on XP parity with the Void Spirit.
Yeah. He's moving around more. I haven't seen Void leave his lane, so
I would imagine it's maybe it's range creep security. Tiny's just blowing up the Void Spirit on the range creeps and on the banner creeps, whereas Void Spirit's getting more of the day-to-day stuff. Check the net worth charts. Yeah, they're about arm in arm here.
I don't think Void can kill Tiny either. Like Tiny's got way too much HP.
Yeah, it's a very interesting scenario. Okay, goodbye Hollywood. Just randomly died somewhere weird. As I keep trying to say before I get interrupted by more action, and I did this pre-season content, the players that I'm watching, which is still available on a community content channel near you. And the two key players that I was talking about on both of these teams respectively was Reedy, who has historically, as mentioned, been kind of, he's been a bass player. I always say he's the bass player. This time he's going to have to at least be playing rhythm guitar, if not the lead. So he's going to be taking a more prominent role on this lineup than he's used to. And of course, Looter is going to have to be the glue that's going to get run over by Spirit Breaker.
Okay. Double damage.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
too good.
Big Techies died.
Techies is going to go down there, but great save
but, like,
on the...
saves
There's a
Tiny,
DD
yeah.
on J-Bay. I don't think the dude. Oh, he missed the Astral Star.
Dire's top tower.
Okay, cheer
Okay.
up.
Ooh.
Oh my.
Yellow
Three
Crayon.
Done.
Yellow Crayon's
He's
holding on
having
to a
that one.
lot of money, but they have to let him go because Jakiro came in. Very good flank there.
Go.
Oh, if Looter dies, this is super bad.
Giraffe is about to die. He died.
What an insane fight.
Looter on fire from the dual breath. He is gonna get away, though.
Is under
He's
attack.
Yep. Still not exactly what they wanted. They really wanted something more to that than just the lowest net worth. Oh, second lowest, sorry, core in the lobby. But it was a lot of good play on the Hollywood lineup there. A lot of good potential turnarounds. That flanking maneuver from Jakiro, though, I saw that, Seba. That was good. That Tiny was about to just start eating people, about to take that 5-kill streak off of Undying there. That would have been really bad.
good
off
silence.
their cost.
A good sign for that.
Yep.
Maybe he used
He got
both
a
his
high
steps. He's stuck. He's stuck like here.
Ooh.
Missed the avalanche though.
Yeah, they don't have the vision. Slardar's just kind of dead again. PA just got a free casual kill. Yeah.
Yeah. Giraffe might
Dire's
die.
middle tower is under attack.
You need to get out. They got the tower. They got what they wanted.
Oh no, he's too fast.
Yeah. But
You get
the Pugna Decrepify means nothing any worse happens to Princess here. Pugna playing very well so far is basically, Kitty was talking earlier about how Pugna could be kind of an awkward slowing agent for a team that just kind of wants to go fast, go crazy, but so far he's actually been playing very well in that style, even though that's out of the hero's normal comfort zone. A lot of good plays coming out of the old Pugna so far here. Anyway, as I was trying to say before that very long fight, another factor, I feel like Looter is going to be kind of the team that's going to tie, or the man that's going to tie this team together. You can basically assume, more or less, that Princess Copeless is going to win the lane. You can basically assume, sorry to the men, Mjwani Hollywood, not going to do that.
J-Bay's hunting. He wants to find a support. Got an English room.
Somebody cheered the Hollywood lineup. He wants to find a support. He's going to find nothing. There's nobody over here. Might find Princess if he turns around, but it's a very brave go.
Stay here with the XP rune, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Yeah, he's still
Dire's
that.
bottom tower
Ooh,
is under
value.
attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Thug
So
was a
far-
little deep here. I think he's gonna die.
So far, Looter's done a very good job making sure his team has like a game to play. PA coming out here trying to get the easy kill on Sabo, but this suddenly turned
Almost
really
got
hairy.
him. Oh, Looter's here.
Looter came in to get the kill. J-Bay is going to get the
He
Void
got
Spirit is
the
going to
rune,
get
though.
the rune, and he's out. Quick, throw the knife at him. Oh, never mind. Well, they traded one support for one bounty rune or one wisdom rune.
Honestly, I take the wisdom rune. I think it's better.
Yeah, that's true. Jakiro Hero's doing well, but he's not doing well enough that that was like a worthwhile monetary trade. Hollywood in a bad spot again.
Wisdom Rune is just worth, like, it's insane how much XP it gives. Because it gives it to the person who picks it up and the lowest person on the team, so you just get, like, basically 2 kills worth of XP. So if you trade one kill, fine.
Hollywood looked like he was in a bad spot there, but they turned around on that. Stack neutrals. They turned around on that Sphere Breaker pretty well there.
Suddenly Lure appeared, and then the entire moment of the fight changed instantly.
Yep. Looter very strong showing this game, but there is one very unfortunate little part of this matchup, and that's that Drow Ranger has like it's 2,000 more gold than this PA in kind. This Drow Ranger stomped the hell out of this lane, 5-0-6, and has been basically free farming since. 8k right now. Hurricane Pike queuing up a Silver Edge.
I mean, they can run it down pretty soon. He got his Hurricane Pike. He doesn't
Oh,
have
man.
Oh my god!
Princess is escaping again.
Oh my
it looks
god!
like
J-Bay very low. They do turn around. They do keep him alive with the Undying there, but it's a very close call. Spearbreaker very bravely. Oh my god! Did you see that?
nice crush, nice crush. So Princess keeps escaping. By the way, are they either feels like they might regret not killing him later.
Yeah. Princess has been doing a good job surviving fights. Looter has been doing an awesome job keeping the Princess alive. But now Drow's here to party, and this Slardar, just look at that. This man is just gone. Oh, yes, Danny. This Pugna is such a pain in the ass for the for the Radiant lineup.
Oh my!
Well, not anymore.
Everyone's dead.
Sport's got a little overeager there.
To speak with rangers.
Yeah, that's pretty bad because now they can get his tower.
Oh
And you Reedy, Looter, sign on.
Uh-oh.
Reedy's killing Looter.
Dire structures are fortified.
Looter KO'd there. It was very awkward.
I don't think they need to leave. I think they can stay for the tower. It's curious to me that they are just dipping out.
Maybe they, maybe they just want the bot T2 instead so they can secure Tormentor more easily in the future. Or maybe they just want to all split up and farm, which is also a possibility here. And in response to the fellow in chat, sorry about the 2-minute delay, which means I didn't get to see that for a very long time, but no, it's definitely not too late to start getting into Dota. I mean, that's what the Learn Dota 2 League is about, right? It's called the Learn Dota 2 League. Did I advertise a 2-minute delay? Crap, I don't think I did. Is lobby lagging for me, or is that happening for other people?
He picked up one mango and he left another mango.
Ooh.
He didn't see that there were 2 mangoes in the pool and he only picked up one of them.
Fortunates.
He needs the mana too.
We,
Oh well. He
had a brief disconnect there, but as I was trying to say when we were down, yeah. Sorry about the delay, but yeah, definitely to the fellow in chat who showed up, it is certainly not too late to start learning Dota 2. That's what the whole league's about. That's what I figure. Slardar in a tough way again.
Radiant's middle tower
Dead.
is under attack.
Slardar in a dead way again.
Drow,
This
one less
Majweni fellow not having the best day. He kinda had one cool crush and that's been his whole game so far, more or less. Interestingly, he's still trying to go all in on this Guardian Sprint skill right now, which seems to me like that would be completely useless
Dire's top tower
in this
is
kind of
under
lineup.
attack.
Like, surely if you're playing this far from behind on Slardar, you want to go all in on your W, right?
yeah, maybe. I don't know. Skill scales terribly.
That's true. But I mean, all he's gonna get from his Q is faster path to his death at this point, it seems like.
Yeah, you could just buy shard and get the
Radiant's bottom
level
tower
up the
is under
crush. You can
attack.
farm that way, actually.
Dire's top tower is
He
under
is still
attack.
going for his Blink Dagger here. He's relatively close to it.
I'll get it. I mean, you
Shadow
kinda
Blade
have
up on
to.
Drow, by the way. Interesting decision to try and go all in on this
Dire's top tower is
Silver Edge
fortified.
on the Drow Ranger in a game against
Radiant's
Slardar.
bottom tower is under attack.
I'm just not. It's not bad. Just like, yeah, you're gonna get Slardar thing. Maybe you should have got Mantha first or something.
Hollywood tried to TP out, doing his little operations behind mid T1, but just got caught out there and got destroyed. The Blink Dagger is, in fact, finally coming in on Slardar here. But he's also about to get annihilated.
Big go.
Oh, they got
Looter.
Looter. This is such a compromising position.
Reedy is taking
That was
damage.
really
though.
low.
Yeah,
Okay, they clear. He showed up. Princess can go on Drow. He's
Silence.
Princess can go to hell, actually, is what can happen there.
Just as well.
After a long time of being left alive, Princess finally takes a dirt nap there, which is not the best scenario.
This is the mid game I was talking about where Drow is like beats PA because she has Gust to protect herself, she has Hurricane Punch to protect herself. Her ult procs through goes through evasion, so she doesn't really care about evasion.
In fairness, I think anybody would be PA if they were 8-0-10 and had 4,000 more gold than them.
True.
And let's see, we're 2 levels up as well.
The Shadow Blade didn't really come into play there.
No.
So that's where a lot of the
At least not
gold
yet.
is. And so, you could argue even without the advantage.
That's true. But it's kind of, it's not to say that Drow isn't going to have an advantage here naturally. I do agree on that front. It's just that right now, not only does Drow have that natural advantage, he also has a lot of not necessarily, not natural advantages, like a million XP and gold, and it's not looking good.
It's impossible to fight in this game until BKB for PA.
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah. 20, very brave.
Oh.
Let's go. Okay. Bravery might work
they're
out a
all
little
dead.
bit late.
They're
Reedy
gonna kill
dead.
Drow, though.
Randomly just drop Reedy here. Okay, that's
Or
huge.
it is possible. Okay, never mind.
Where's Jaden? Oh, here he is.
Gonna get the kill on Looter. Okay, they did get a kill on Drow there, and that's really good.
Yeah, that wasn't that bad.
Yeah, no, Looter got it, not Princess, which isn't the worst thing either. But they lost so much for that, it is a little hard to say that that was worth it without qualification.
They're so far behind is one of the best things they could do.
Yeah, getting that kill was very, very, very nice. It's just a shame that you kind of also lost the guy that it feels like it's going to keep your team on the board at all in the process, and he didn't get anything from it. Oh, they almost got Void Spirit that crush.
I think you're right about the Shadow Blade. I think if he had a different item, if he had like the Yasha for his Manta style or something, he would have lived instead of dying.
Potentially, yeah.
Shadow Blade would not help.
Yeah, because it has no defensive utility there.
Yeah.
Slardar came a long way to see a yellow crayon die. Okay, Reedy.
It might get Drow again. It's
Reedy!
actually huge.
Oh my god, okay, great Hurricane Pike there, 40
He has the
HP.
Silver Edge.
Oh, that's so frustrating. You're Holly.
Yeah, that's really rough. All they got for that was Undying. Who, in fairness, has more net worth than the Tiny at this point, but I mean, that Hoyt.
We'll win.
Reedy believes that as long as you maintain positivity, victory is inevitable. It's hard to disagree with him here. This team got such a massive early advantage. I think it's certainly exposed a bit of a weakness in this Hollywood lineup in this game.
Yeah, I think though that if they don't take a Rax before Princess gets BKB, like Princess gets BKB and they still have all the Rax left, it's gonna start to look really difficult for Reedy's team.
Yeah, it could turn a lot harder. But the thing is that I feel like the Princess is still going to struggle a little bit, even in a one-man show. We've got a lot to tear through in that 9 seconds, 8, 7, 6 eventually. And right now, everybody else is just like gone. Like, Slardar has less money than Jakiro right now. Like, Homeboy does not exist. He is currently going for an Echo Saber on Slardar. Like, that's where we're at right now. That's going to be his first damage item of any kind. Unless you want to count the Wraith ban, which I don't. Going for Roche here on the Radiant lineup. Reedy playing some inventory Jenga, decides he wants it. Interestingly, is going to keep his magic wand, but not his wraith band for some reason.
Invisibility.
Alright,
And he's gonna say, "Go up, get it done."
Yeah, if they get this Rax here.
Yeah, if they get this Rex here, I think it might be beyond shadow of a doubt, as I say.
Yeah. I don't know how much it costs them to get the Rax. Tiny, they have good high ground defense.
Yeah, they got the Tiny, they got the Techies, they got the Pugna, and those can all be very annoying going uphill. In particular, the Pugna. It's a facet of the hero that I don't know if enough people really think about in a league like this, but...
Uh-oh.
Oh, mama.
Far.
US Danny doing everything he can to keep him alive, but they both end up going down for it. Oh, no,
We don't
no,
have detection.
Danny actually does get it done.
No detection, unfortunate.
Invisibility is invincibility, what can I say? Who had that Glimmer Cape? It wasn't a Trickster Cloak. Was it
think
Techies?
it
Yeah, it was
was-
Techies.
Dire's
Techies, who
bottom
almost
tower
just
is
got
under
annihilated a
attack.
bot, but did keep his life.
Get some
Alright, here
skulls
comes the
thrown out in there.
siege.
Yep.
Jakiro needs to not be there. You gotta worry about the tiny tossback. Okay, here goes the fort. It buys them one more wave.
Princess is not in town right now. He is
Radiant's
currently
top
at
tower
top,
is under attack.
trying to get something done while this slow siege goes out.
Yeah, he needs to be KB bad.
Yeah,
He's getting close, but
he not quite close enough, unfortunately. Still about 1,000 gold away. Again, Glimmer Cape on the Slardar. Appears to... Nope, did not actually save him that time.
now they should be able to get the
Tower is
racks.
under attack.
They still have Aegis and everything.
Yeah, they lost nothing for that. Princess had to TB back in.
Dire's bottom
The Pugna
tower-
funny split ward doesn't do anything.
Bottom barracks are under
He probably regrets TPing on Princess because it's not going to stop them from taking racks at
No.
all. You could just
Yeah.
farm.
Dire's
Like,
bottom
yeah, kind of unfortunate.
He'd have BKB if he was just farming.
Let's take this time to check chat.
Consolation prize on dying.
Nothing has been said since Vex said Ra.
They found Drow though. Oh, he got the
Oh, no.
Hurricane Pipe. That's
They did
Aegis.
get Aegis, yep. That's the first part of getting anything done. Really welcome back in, mad, but he's not finding anything.
Yeah. Danny's dead
Okay, he is
too.
finding something.
Princess went back in.
Yeah. Found Looter.
I think that's gonna
Very
kill him.
awkward.
I think.
Oh no!
Thank you.
Drow hit the wrong spot with his multi-shot. Princess gets away. This wave is nowhere to be seen. Oh no, it's
They're
here.
not
They're
looking
actually
for him?
looking for PA! That is nuts! They're not gonna get anything done doing that.
I couldn't find him.
Regeneration.
That was not a good idea. They really should have just turned around and taken
for the
T3
rack?
mid, get done here. Very odd playmaking decision, but I mean, when you got a 20k net worth advantage, I guess you can afford to do things like that once in a while.
Yeah, they probably could have got the tower at least.
Yeah.
But, you know, Void
That's
Spirit wants us
okay.
to stick.
I get the Roche, who get their cube, and
Yeah.
set up for the next Roche, and the next Roche will be GG.
Yeah. Void Spirit has his Daedalus, he's looking for a Hex.
I was about to finish Butterfly also.
Yep. It's gonna make things just a little more annoying for old PA. Fearbreaker with his Bongo Boots, Shadow Blade, going for Ags next. Wants to have that BKB or piercing Charge of Darkness, which is actually kind of nasty for PA to try and have to deal with. The BKB
Oh, yeah.
is in for her. She did get BKB out of that fight, and in fact has used it. Oh yeah, she used it when she was taking down Looter there. Should have consciously thought a little bit more about that, but 9-second BKB is gone. It was worth its weight in gold, so to speak.
Gold.
So you
Dire's
always
top
won out of
tower
that.
is
Look,
under
wood.
attack.
Oh no. No detection. Wait, detection? He's got a gem.
Yeah,
oh,
he's got a gem. Oh my god.
Shoot.
Invisibility no longer will ever be invincibility. These techies gets one mine out to protest. Randy, you're a doctor, right?
Yeah, I'm a doctor.
As the doctor of Dota, do you think that Dr. PA has the required medical skills and knowledge to still be able to bring this one back? Or do you think this one is a done deal?
This game goes on for 60 minutes, sure.
You think it's, I mean, yeah, if it's, if it goes very, very long, yeah, potentially. Sabo is, gonna use all of his skills now. But Spearbreaker makes it a trade. And Looter's sudden untimely death. Off screen.
PA is actually really terrible in this new Void Spirit, it looks like. Doesn't do anything and gets blown up.
I guess perhaps I just have been seeing some of those bad Void Spirits the Wizard was talking about at the top of things.
So this
Okay.
is very
Oh my
dead.
god, nobody can do the job!
They should have dove. They should have found dove.
Dire's top tower.
They
Great
probably
idea
shouldn't
that
have, but it would have been funny.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Actually gonna glyph this. They better not walk away.
No BKB MP, so this is like...
Dire's top tower is falling.
Fucking just gonna get
Oh
eliminated.
god.
Dire's top
Oh, they threw JB into the
Toss
fountain.
back, but he
Got
jumped
out.
back out.
Nice.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
It's like the one guy you can't toss back, so just jump out.
Yep.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
It's unfortunate. Maybe
Lose a set
after
of
these-
They just lost too much, like too fast for PA could get online.
Yeah, they got. I mean, I hate to point fingers, because you know, whenever you point a finger at someone, you have 3 fingers pointing back at you. That's what my old band teacher used to say, and I always thought. So what you really want is that every time you point at somebody, you just do so with your entire hand. Either way. This offlane cannot do this. If this offlane goes a cumulative like if you just open the scoreboard, you can see the most tragic numbers in the world sitting under these offlanes names. And I mean, US Danny has a bunch of deaths too. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, A, a lot of those are pretty recent, and B, at least it feels like he's got something to offer that's not moitering people. All Slardar and Techies have got is Moita, and Moita is something they do not have in this game.
Yeah, they should just simplify their game plan a little. I think they just pick some offlaner that builds auras, kind of sits there, you know, like a Tide, Underlord.
Pit Lord,
Like,
yeah.
you're not gonna lose the lane that intensely on those heroes compared to like a Slug.
I mean, there's a couple of heroes that can still make those Aura guys
There are, but
put in a lot of pain, but you know, you're counting on like the Princess Monkey King when you're doing things like that. And is that something that you can chain your entire cart to? I don't think. Or the Reedy Monkey King doing things like that. No, you're or any hypothetical other pause one. Basically,
The
you're
thing
kind of
is-
like Monkey King.
like even if a Tide or an Underlord gets dumpstered in the lane, like he's still gonna be useful just by
Yeah.
existing. But the Slardar is just like literally useless if he gets dumpstered. Like you can't do anything wrong.
Yeah, again, he is sitting at lower net worth than either of the Radiant supports.
You pick Slardar to win the lane. If you don't win the lane with him, it's really bad.
Interesting to pick him so early as well. At the very least, they've eliminated the hell out of the Yellow Crown.
It's a good pick.
Okay. Yeah.
Agents of the Void.
Alright, this Roche is the GG Roche right here.
Techie's got an Ag Shard though.
Are they gonna contest it? something I keep thinking about it.
That Techie Shark can actually be annoying, but I don't think it can kill. Reedy takes
Cheese?
Aegis. Spirit Breaker takes the cheese.
Yeah, JB's not in any danger of dying like ever, so does that make sense?
Heck's almost out on JB as well, he's just a creep away from it. He's actually just gonna sit here in this shop and just wait.
Until he gets it, yeah.
So you got Aegis, they've got Cheese, they've got Sheepstick, they've got 27,000 net worth. If these guys don't end within the next couple of minutes, it's flame time.
Yeah, and one
Princess
rash
is getting
between
caught
the
up, by the way.
victory. He just Spearbreaker went in kind of by himself. He didn't get the cheese off.
Yeah, he
dead.
just exploded there. Team did
Reedy's
not
deep.
make it.
He gets slaughtered R. JB's owning though.
Yeah, I mean, Reedy's just sitting there doing 1 trillion damage. Nobody's even thinking of being able to stop that. Show that fight recap. Yeah, Mamma Mia, 4.7k coming out of Drought, 2.8 out of Void. Spirit.
Dire's
It
middle
looked bad
tower
for a
is
second
under
when
attack.
Spearbreaker was like alone, but they showed up too. They were just too far behind. Like he lived long enough to.
Dire's middle tower has
This
fallen.
is GG.
Dire's middle barracks
Tiny's
is
coming
under
back.
attack. Dire's
Never mind,
middle
Tiny's
tower
canceled his comeback door.
Oh, but he got Hex. PA.
Yeah, the Hex got revealed there.
He's out.
Reedy is
Reedy
standing in the
dead.
middle of everything.
Okay.
Princess is also dead.
Princess is down, but Princess is buyback. Pugner just got destroyed.
That's
Aegis
just
is
Aegis
down.
Dying. Aegis is down.
Which
Can he
one's
die
dead?
twice?
Yeah, Void
Actually,
Oh, if he gets critted, he dies twice.
He is dead again.
well, Spearbreaker's here.
Yeah,
That's
Spearbreaker
the
coming
dieback
from the
brigade.
back.
And the Rex.
My god. Who
They got
cares
Megan.
if all the workhorse
They got what they
die?
needed.
You win anyway.
They got buybacks from like every hero in Dire, and
Yeah,
they got the Rex. I
I'm
think
honestly
that's the
surprised. I'm honestly surprised. If you really want to seal the deal, just have Drow and Void Sphere just buy back and win. There's no buyback on PA. And they control the outposts to the north, so.
is under attack.
Yeah, they could. They could. They don't have to though. They'll still win either way. So
Yeah, it's just you're not trolling the casters if you do that.
Undo risk, you know.
you saw it. It was close though. They put up a good fight. They saved the Rex. If they'd like saved Magas somehow there, it might have been still a game. But I think it's too much for Magas.
Quick, somebody deny this T4 tower.
God, bye. Satanic on draw.
Nice, doesn't want to die again.
He won't.
CMF, that's when you buy Satanic, not when you're not dying. But when you're mortal and you're like, I'm tired of this.
Yeah, I see a divine on Princess's item queue.
Ooh. Yeah, he is not necessarily very close to being able to get that, though. It's rare to see the Divine Rapier pop up in the queue, and you gotta be like, but that's gonna take like 6 or 7 minutes to farm. But
If-
that's where we're at.
He could sell his Basher or something.
Yeah, I guess he could
If-
do that, but boy, that's
If
that's
Divine
risky.
still gave True Strike like it used to, then it could save the game. But I think with the Jarl Butterfly, it's like even with it, I don't know,
Yeah, you just gotta
kind of
pray.
hard.
You just gotta pray for the best knives you've ever seen, basically. Just pray for knives to crit.
Because like, what's the evasion on the Butterfly? It's pretty damn high, 35%.
Yeah, 35%. It would be dead looter. Die back on him.
You die alone.
Yeah, it's over. I'm sorry to say.
JB, tip looter. Question mark? A mess like a...
Everything on Drow.
Yep, everybody
And
goes
he's
on
fine.
Drow.
Satanic.
Dire's middle tower.
Everybody goes on Drow, everybody dies.
Well, God bless America.
Princess calls the G's, and we are GGOing home. with a big resounding win for this Reedy lineup. Ooh,
Pretty good.
it's going to be an interesting post game when we get to the end of game 2, huh?
I mean, they just lost every lane except for mid super hard and kind of difficult to play the game.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
the way their lineup was, the only way the PA lineup wins is they buy time for PA, and they didn't really pick out the right heroes for them often, especially.
Especially not
They
if
just
they
want,
go 0 in a million. The two side lanes were like not. They didn't just lose. The off lane was kind of a catastrophic disaster. The safe lane didn't go great, and Looter did okay at mid. He didn't lose necessarily, but he certainly didn't win by anyone's definition. I think if Looter like walked all over this lane, that'd be hard. Against a Void Spirit, that'd be pretty tough. I don't know. Really rough game. I feel like, yeah, they're definitely going to have to see a different game come out from Reedy and Hollywood next time if we want to see them not repeat history. So for those of you on YouTube, we'll see you next time.